Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're embarking on a really interesting deep dive into something that's, well, it's become truly non-negotiable for anyone looking to make an impact online.
Hmm.
Modern internet marketing for beginners. We've tapped into an excellent source document here. It lays out a fantastic step-by-step system,
Yeah.
essentially giving you, our listener, a shortcut to being well-informed and, ready to tackle the digital world.
And it's really no exaggeration to say that understanding internet marketing is absolutely foundational now in our digital age.
Totally.
Consumers have just, well, profoundly shifted their purchasing decisions, their attention.
Yeah.
It's all online.
Right.
Meaning that for any business, really, regardless of its size, connecting with your audience where they actually spend their time is paramount.
Mm-hmm.
So this deep dive, it's all about equipping you with that essential knowledge, moving past just the surface level facts to give you a true understanding of the landscape.
Okay, so to kick us off then, what makes internet marketing so indispensable today, especially, when you compare it to the more traditional approaches?
Well, at its core, internet marketing is really about meeting your potential customers precisely where they are,
Okay.
which, as we said, is increasingly online. Think about it. Traditional marketing, like print ads or radio spots, they offer broad strokes, right?
Yeah, casting a wide net.
Exactly.
Mm.
Internet marketing, though, gives you real-time data, analytics.
Mm.
And this isn't just about tracking clicks. It allows for incredibly precise targeting and the ability to adjust your strategy basically on the fly.
The flexibility seems key.
It is. And the beauty of it completely transcends geographic boundaries.
Mhm.
A small business, say, in Ohio, can suddenly have a global reach,
Wow.
targeting incredibly niche demographics that would be, well, impossible, frankly, with traditional media.
That real-time precision and reach really does set it apart. Now, our source, it really breaks down the crucial avenues for connection. What are these key channels a beginner absolutely needs to know about?
The source highlights 6 crucial channels, and each one plays a pretty distinct role. So first we have search engine optimization, SEO.
Right, SEO. Hear that all the time.
You do. This is about making your website attractive to search engines like Google, so you rank higher organically. But it's not just stuffing keywords in anymore.
No.
No, it's about proving to Google that you're the most trustworthy answer for whatever the user is searching for. Think of Google less like a search engine and more like a trust engine.
A trust engine. I like that. Okay, what's next?
Then there's content marketing. This is where you create valuable content, blogs, videos, infographics, that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
The goal is to build trust and credibility. You're attracting customers by being helpful, not just promotional.
Makes sense. Provide value first.
Precisely. Then, social media marketing. This leverages platforms like, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. For direct communication, engagement, getting immediate feedback. It allows for real two-way conversations.
Yeah, very direct.
Then we have email marketing. This involves sending targeted messages directly to subscribers. It's great for fostering loyalty and direct communication. And what's fascinating here, our source highlights it as having a higher ROI than any other marketing medium.
Really. Still, email having the highest ROI. Why do you think that holds true so consistently?
It might sound a bit old school,
Mm-hmm.
but email marketing's secret weapon is permission.
Permission.
Yeah. Unlike, say, a fleeting social media post, an email goes directly to someone who has actually invited you into their inbox.
Oh, okay. The opt-in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That direct, personal line of communication built on trust, that's why it consistently delivers those unmatched returns. It's less about shouting into the void and more about a quiet, powerful conversation.
Interesting perspective. Okay, what else?
Next up is pay-per-click, or PPC.
Mhm.
This is about paid ads on search engines. They offer instant visibility.
So you pay to be at the top.
Essentially, yes, but
Yeah.
you only pay when someone actually clicks on your ad. Hence, pay-per-click.
Got it. And the last one?
Finally, affiliate marketing. This involves performance-based partnerships. You earn a commission for traffic or sales that you drive to another business.
So you're leveraging other people's audiences.
Kind of, yes.
Oh.
Okay, it helps expand your reach without big upfront advertising costs. It's about leveraging others' platforms and audiences effectively.
Okay, that's a great overview of the channels. So once we kind of understand the why and the how of these different avenues, we need to tackle the who. Identifying your target audience, that feels absolutely foundational, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Foundational is the right word. And defining your audience isn't just about, simple demographics anymore.
Right.
It's about profoundly understanding their needs, their preferences, their behaviors online. Our source details 3 main segmentation criteria here. First, demographic segmentation. This is the basics. Age, gender, income, education, location. Pretty straightforward, right? Like the messaging you'd use for college students versus, say, targets for a luxury brand. Very different.
Sure, makes sense.
Second, psychographic segmentation. This dives much deeper. We're talking attitudes, interests, lifestyle, motivations, values, even the challenges they face day to day.
Getting inside their heads a bit.
Exactly. And third, behavioral segmentation. This looks at their actual actions, purchasing patterns, online activity, how they engage on social media. What do they do?
Okay, demographics, psychographics, behaviors. From your perspective, what's the single most impactful piece of advice when it comes to really understanding this who? I mean, the source mentions buyer personas. They seem incredibly powerful.
Buyer personas are indeed incredibly powerful. They are semi-fictional representations of your ideal customers.
Semi-fictional.
Yeah, because they're built from the real data you've gathered through research and looking at those segmentations.
Okay.
But this isn't just some academic exercise. You
Right.
know? It really helps you visualize and, crucially, empathize with their customer journeys, understand what they're going through.
How does that translate into action?
Well, applying this knowledge means tailoring your messages effectively. For instance, focusing on convenience for, say, young professionals versus highlighting safety features for families with young kids.
Right, different priorities.
Totally different. It also guides you in choosing the appropriate channels, maybe Instagram or TikTok for younger audiences, while Facebook and email might work better for older demographics. Understanding their behavior helps you optimize the timing for your content releases. And crucially, it informs the production of quality, valuable content.
Like what kind of content?
Well, blog posts, videos, infographics, maybe even podcasts, but always emphasizing storytelling, maybe using case studies. You can even leverage user-generated content, which is huge for authenticity.
Right.
And finally, implementing feedback loops using surveys or polls ensures you're always connected and, importantly, evolving with your audience.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. Let's turn our attention now to actually building your online presence. For a beginner, this can seem overwhelming. Where do you even start with something like creating a professional website?
Yeah, it can feel like a big first step, but building your online home, your website, starts with several key manageable steps.
Oh.
You'll begin by choosing a domain name, something easy to remember, relevant to your brand, and ideally grab that .com extension if you can. It just has broad recognition.
Right, the classic.com.
Then you need web hosting. This is like the land your website lives on. You want a reliable service with good customer service, excellent uptime, meaning your site is rarely down, and scalability, so it can grow with you.
Makes sense. What about actually building the site?
That brings us to CMS Selection Content Management System. The source particularly highlights WordPress.
Yeah, I've heard of WordPress.
It's really advantageous for beginners because it's super flexible and there are tons of resources out there. Though Wix and Squarespace are also mentioned as, user-friendly options, maybe a bit simpler to start.
Okay.
Your design and layout need to be visually appealing, definitely user-friendly, and absolutely mobile responsive. Clear navigation is key too. People need to find their way around easily.
Mobile responsive is huge now.
Non-negotiable. Then make sure you have the essential pages, a home page, an about page, services or products, probably a blog, and a contact page.
The basics.
The basics. And finally, incorporate basic SEO right from the start. Think about relevant keywords, use meta tags, create quality content, and get familiar with tools like Google Analytics and Google Search Console to track how things are going, even early on.
Okay, that's a solid foundation for the website itself. But beyond your own site, social media is such a huge part of your online home today. How do we make sure those profiles are truly optimized, not just existing, but working hard?
Good question. It really starts with choosing the right platforms. Don't try to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Focus where your target audience actually spends their time.
Correct.
Is it visual? Maybe Instagram or TikTok. B2B.
Yeah.
Really LinkedIn.
Got it.
Then, consistent branding is absolutely non-negotiable across all the platforms you do choose. Use similar profile images, cover photos, maybe a consistent tone in your bios and posts.
So it feels like the same entity everywhere.
Exactly. Cohesion builds recognition and trust. It's also crucial to fully complete your profile. Don't leave fields blank. Write an engaging bio. Use high-quality images. First impressions matter.
Uh-huh.
Develop a varied content strategy. Don't just post promotions. Mix it up with informational content, engaging questions, maybe behind-the-scenes stuff.
Keep it interesting.
Yes. And remember, active engagement with your audience is key. Respond to comments, answer questions, participate in relevant discussions. You want to foster a genuine community, not just broadcast messages at people.
That active part sounds crucial. It raises another critical question, though. It's not just about being online. It's about making that experience genuinely great for the user when they get there. What are the core elements of user experience, or UX, that we should focus on?
User experience,
Oh.
UX. It's critical because it directly impacts both user satisfaction and ultimately your conversion rates.
Mm.
People won't stick around if the experience is bad.
So what makes it good?
Well, several things. First, fast loading times. Aim for under 3 seconds if you can.
3 seconds? That fast?
Oh, yeah. Because even a 1-second delay can drastically increase your bounce rate. That means people leave your site before they even really see your amazing content. Minimize big images, heavy scripts.
Okay, speed is king. What else?
Every page should have a clear call to action, or CTA. Use action-oriented language like get started or learn more and place them prominently. Tell people what you want them to do next.
Makes sense. Guide them.
Exactly. Mobile optimization, as we touched on, is no longer optional. Your site must be fully responsive across all devices, desktops, tablets, smartphones. It has to look good and work well everywhere. Also consider accessibility features. Things like alt text for images, so screen readers know what they are, proper color contrast, video captions. This caters to a wider audience, plus it actually provides an SEO benefit too.
Oh, interesting. Good for users, good for Google.
You got it. Lastly, regular updates. Keep your content fresh, it's good for users, and it signals relevance to search engines. Don't let your site get stale.
Okay, solid advice on UX. What's truly fascinating here, though, is how you develop a distinct brand voice. It's not just what you say online, but how you say it right. That unique personality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your brand voice reflects your company's values and personality, and it's a really powerful differentiator in a crowded space. You need to actively identify your brand personality.
How do you do that?
Ask yourself, are you professional, friendly, humorous, maybe authoritative or inspiring? Nail that down first.
Okay.
Then, create guidelines for consistency. Make sure everyone creating content, whether it's website copy, social media posts, emails, uses that same voice.
Keep it consistent.
Crucial. And engage in storytelling. Use personal anecdotes, customer testimonials, maybe behind-the-scenes glimpses.
Yeah.
This humanizes your brand and builds a much deeper connection.
People connect with stories.
They do. And while consistency is vital, you also need to be open to adapting your voice based on audience feedback and, evolving trends. Listen to how people respond.
Mm.
And don't forget that networking and collaboration, engaging in online communities, reaching out to influencers, maybe attending virtual events, are also crucial for building your online presence and amplifying that unique voice.
Okay, fantastic. So we've built this amazing online presence, website, social profiles, clear voice. Now the big question, how do we actually get people to find us? This brings us inevitably to the crucial world of SEO.
Indeed. Can't avoid SEO if you want visibility. And keywords are the absolute foundation.
Right, keywords. We mentioned them briefly.
Yeah. Keyword research involves identifying the specific words and phrases your target audience uses when searching online. You want terms with significant search volume, but ideally lower competition, so you actually have a chance of ranking for them.
How do you find those?
There are tools. Google Keyword Planner is a free one, right from Google, shows you search volume. Then there are more advanced paid options like RFs or Ubersuggest. They can give you much more detail, even show what keywords your competitors are ranking for.
Ah, competitive insights.
Exactly. And you'll want a mix of short-tail keywords more generic, like running shoes, and long-tail keywords more specific, like best trail running shoes for wide feet.
Long tail sounds more targeted.
They often are, yeah.
Mm.
They usually indicate clearer intent and can lead to higher conversion rates. Once you have your keywords, you move to on-page optimization.
Okay, optimizing the actual page. What does that involve?
Several things. Crafting compelling title tags and meta descriptions for each page. That's what users see in the search results, so make them enticing.
Right, the little snippets in Google.
Exactly. Structuring your content with header tags. H1, H2, H3.
Right.
This improves readability for humans and signals the content hierarchy to search engines.
Okay.
You need to create high-quality original content that naturally incorporates those keywords. Don't just stuff them in. Write for humans first.
Quality over quantity.
Always. Don't forget image optimization. Use descriptive file names and alt tags for your images. This helps search engines understand what the images are about and helps visually impaired users too.
Good point.
Finally, internal linking. Linking relevant pages within your own website improves navigation for users and helps distribute that SEO authority, that link juice, across your site.
Okay, so that's optimizing on the page, but you mentioned earlier it's not just about what's on your page, but also what's around it, signaling its importance to the wider web, right?
Yeah.
That's where off-page SEO comes in.
Exactly right. Off-page SEO primarily focuses on building authority and trust through external signals. And the big one here is backlinks.
Links from other websites to yours.
Precisely. When reputable, relevant sites link to your content, it acts like a vote of confidence. It signals to search engines like Google that your site is a trustworthy and valuable resource.
So how do you get those valuable links? Just ask.
Well, sometimes. But usually it's more strategic. Creating high-quality, genuinely shareable content marketing is key stuff people want to link to.
Uh-huh.
Guest blogging on reputable sites in your niche can work well. Actively promoting your content through social media engagement can get it seen by people who might link to it. And networking with other professionals in your industry builds relationships that can often lead to natural, organic links over time.
It sounds like quality content is really the foundation for both on-page and off-page SEO.
It truly is. Content is the backbone of so much of this, which leads us nicely into digging deeper into content marketing itself.
Perfect. Let's really dig into content marketing then. What's the core idea?
The essence of content marketing, really, is providing valuable, relevant, and consistent information to attract and engage your specific target audience. The goal is to foster trust and build a relationship rather than just overtly pushing a product or service down their throats. You're solving their problems, answering their questions.
So it's attraction, not promotion.
In a nutshell, yes. Our source highlights several key types of content. Blog posts are fantastic for establishing authority, boosting your SEO naturally, and directly addressing customer pain points or questions.
Okay.
Videos are incredibly engaging, easily digestible, and highly shareable. Think tutorials, product demos, customer testimonials. Very powerful.
Yeah, video is huge.
Definitely. Infographics are great for simplifying complex data into visually appealing formats that get shared a lot on social media. And podcasts, like this one, offer a really convenient way for people to connect with your brand through storytelling, interviews, community building. Perfect for listeners on the go.
So lots of options. How do you manage it all?
Good question. To maintain consistency, which is vital, a content calendar is pretty much essential. Plan out what you're going to publish and when.
Get organized.
You have to.
Yeah.
And remember, creating the content is only half the battle. You must actively promote it through social media, your email list, maybe collaborations, to ensure it actually reaches its intended audience. Don't just publish and pray.
Right, promotion is key. Now, what's one key takeaway for a beginner when it comes to measuring content performance? How do you know if it's working and actually learn from it?
Oh, measuring performance is absolutely vital. Otherwise, you're just, well, flying blind, throwing content out there, hoping something sticks.
So what should you look at?
You want to look at page views and traffic sources in your analytics.
Yeah.
See what content is popular and where a visitor is actually coming from. Social, search, email.
Okay.
Look at engagement metrics. Are people commenting, sharing? How long are they spending reading or watching? This shows how well it's resonating.
Uh-huh.
And ultimately, conversion rates. Is your content driving the desired actions? Are people signing up for your newsletter, downloading a guide, making a purchase after consuming your content?
The bottom line.
Pretty much. But beyond the numbers, learning from feedback is invaluable. Use surveys, polls, monitor social media comments. This gives you qualitative insights into what your audience truly wants and thinks.
Listening is key.
Absolutely. And don't forget about repurposing content. This is a huge efficiency booster.
Repurposing, like using it again.
Exactly. Update old blog posts with new information. Transform a popular blog post into a video or an infographic. Compile related posts into an ebook or a downloadable guide.
Smart. Get more mileage out of your work.
Precisely. It maximizes the value of the effort you've already put in and ensures your message reaches different segments of your audience through their preferred medium.
That's really practical advice. Now, this raises an important question we touched on earlier. Email marketing. Some might think it's old school, but our source hammers home that it still often has a higher ROI than any other marketing medium. We talked about why that might be the permission aspect, but for a beginner, how do you actually build an email list effectively? And then how do you craft those compelling messages?
Yeah, it's true. Email marketing remains incredibly powerful despite its age. To build an email list effectively, you need a strong value proposition. You have to answer the question, why should someone give you their precious email address?
What's in it for them?
Exactly. Offer clear incentive, maybe exclusive content, discounts, a free ebook, access to a webinar, a free trial. Then use simple, clear opt-in forms in high-traffic areas of your website, sidebar, footer, maybe a pop-up if done tastefully.
Okay.
Lead magnets are particularly effective. These are specific, valuable resources offered in direct exchange for an email address. Think detailed guides, checklists, templates, webinars, something genuinely useful.
Got it. Offer real value.
Always. Once you start getting subscribers, segmentation becomes crucial. Don't just blast the same message to everyone. Group subscribers based on interests, past behavior, demographics.
Tailor the message.
Yes, it makes your messages far more relevant and effective.
Yeah.
When crafting those compelling messages, focus on the subject line. It needs to be concise, maybe personalized, intriguing enough to get opened. A/B test your subject lines.
Test different ones.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See what works best. Inside the email, deliver on the promise of the subject line. Provide value. Use visuals sparingly but effectively. Have a very clear call to action, CTA, telling them what to do next. And always maintain that brand-aligned conversational tone we talked about earlier.
Right. The brand voice.
Keep it consistent. For executing campaigns, A/B testing isn't just for subject lines. Test different email copies, CTAs, send times. Consistent scheduling is important so people know when to expect hearing from you. And always adhere to legal considerations like the CAN-SPAM Act or GDPR, depending on your audience. Get permission and make unsubscribing easy.
Okay, that's crucial on the legal side. So once you've sent those emails out, what does analyzing the results actually tell you? And how do you use that data to get even more personal and effective with your audience?
Analyzing the results is where you learn and improve. You look at key metrics. Open rate, what percentage of people opened your email? Click-through rate, CTR, who clicked on a link inside. Conversion rate, who actually took the desired action after clicking. And the unsubscribe rate, who opted out.
Okay, tracking those numbers.
Yeah, these metrics help you understand what's working and what's not. Are your subject lines compelling? Is your content relevant? Is your CTA clear? This data helps you refine everything.
How does personalization fit in?
It's essential for ongoing engagement. Use the data you have, like segmentation for personalization. Address people by name. Send content based on their past interactions. And use automation strategically.
Automation, like auto replies.
More than that, think automated welcome emails for new subscribers, follow-up sequences after a purchase, maybe even happy birthday messages with a special offer. These keep engagement going without manual effort for every single interaction. And don't be afraid of re-engagement strategies for subscribers who haven't opened your emails in a while. Try a special offer or ask them if they still want to hear from you. Sometimes cleaning your list by removing unresponsive subscribers actually leads to better overall results, higher open rates, better deliverability because you have a more concise, engaged list.
Quality over quantity again. Okay, that covers email. Finally, let's talk about paid advertising. It offers that instant visibility, which is tempting, but it can feel quite daunting for beginners, especially given the potential cost involved.
Yeah, paid advertising definitely provides those immediate results. Unlike organic methods like SEO or content marketing, which take time to build momentum, but yes, it costs money directly.
So what are the main types a beginner should know?
The main types include pay-per-click, PPC advertising. This is where you bid on keywords, primarily for search engine ads, like on Google Ads or Bing Ads. As the name says, you only pay when someone actually clicks your ad.
Okay, Google Ads is the big one there.
It is. Then there's social media advertising. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. They offer incredibly unique and powerful targeting options based on user interests, demographics, behaviors, connections.
Really granular targeting.
Extremely. Here, high-quality visuals, images or videos, and compelling ad copy are absolutely crucial to grab attention in a busy feed.
Right. What else?
And there's display advertising. These are the banner ads, images, or videos you see on various websites across the internet, often through networks like the Google Display Network.
Those banner ads you see everywhere.
Yep. You can target these based on website context, user demographics, interests, and importantly, use remarketing.
Remarketing.
That means showing ads specifically to people who have already visited your website or interacted with your brand before. It keeps you top of mind.
Follow them around a bit.
Tactfully, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, crucial aspects across all paid advertising involve careful cost management and budgeting. You need to set clear budgets and monitor spending closely.
Easy to overspend, I imagine.
Very easy. Consistently tracking performance is vital. Use metrics like CTR, conversion rates, cost per conversion, engagement rates. See what's actually delivering results for your money.
So you know where to put your budget.
Exactly. You can also optimize through ad scheduling, maybe only showing ads during business hours or when your target audience is most active, and constantly refine your targeting. Use segmentation, definitely use retargeting, and explore lookalike audiences where platforms find new people similar to your existing best customers.
Lookalike audiences, interesting. Any common pitfalls for beginners with paid ads?
A big one is not setting a clear budget and just letting ads run uncontrolled. You can burn through funds incredibly quickly without clear goals or tracking. Start small, test different ads and audiences rigorously, measure everything, and then scale up what demonstrably works. Don't just throw money at it blindly.
Start small, test, measure, scale. Good advice. Okay, this raises a truly important question then. After putting all this effort into building this presence, driving traffic, engaging people, how do you actually know if any of it is working? How do we analyze and measure success effectively?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Measuring success starts with establishing clear key performance indicators, or KPIs.
KPIs.
Yes, these are the crucial specific metrics that tell you if you're actually achieving your business goals through your marketing efforts. Think website traffic, yes, but more importantly, conversion rates, click-through rates on your ads or emails, lead generation, cost per lead, and ultimately your return on investment, or ROI. Are you making more money than you're spending?
Got it. So define what success looks like first.
Absolutely. And you need the right tool to track these KPIs. Google Analytics is fundamental for deep insights into website behavior, traffic sources, user demographics, page performance. It's free and incredibly powerful.
Essential tool.
Definitely. Then you have the built-in social media analytics provided by platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. They give you data on reach, engagement, follower growth for your social efforts. And your email marketing platform's analytics are crucial for tracking open rates, click rates, conversion rates from your email campaigns.
Okay, so use the tools available. Now, what's a metric that often gets overlooked by beginners but can give a real aha moment about their marketing effectiveness? And maybe touch on how A/B testing fits into that whole measurement picture.
An often overlooked but really insightful metric is customer lifetime value, or CLV.
CLV.
Yeah. This isn't just about a single sale. It's the total estimated revenue you can expect to earn from an average customer over the entire duration of their relationship with your business.
The whole relationship.
Exactly. And it's incredibly important to compare your CLV to your customer acquisition cost, or CAC, how much it costs you to get that customer in the first place.
Okay, CLV versus CAC.
Right. If your CLV is consistently higher than your CAC, that's a strong indicator that your marketing strategy is sustainable and profitable in the long run, even if individual campaigns have ups and downs. It's a more strategic view.
That makes a lot of sense. And A/B testing.
A/B testing or split testing is a powerful tool for optimization within measurement. It's about comparing two versions of a single element, say version A and version B of a web page headline, an email subject line, a button color, and ad creative.
Okay.
You show version A to one segment of your audience and version B to another similar segment, and you see which one performs better against a specific goal, like clicks or conversions. This gives you direct, data-driven insights for making incremental improvements. It takes the guesswork out.
Constantly refining based on data.
Precisely. Now, when interpreting all this data, context is vital. A big spike in website traffic looks great, but if it comes with a very low conversion rate, it might mean you attracted the wrong audience. Or maybe your landing page isn't compelling enough. Don't look at metrics in isolation.
See the bigger picture?
Yes, take a holistic approach. Include qualitative feedback, too. What are people saying in surveys or comments on social media? This helps you understand the why behind the numbers.
Right.
For continuous improvement, create a consistent reporting system, maybe weekly, monthly, or quarterly reviews of your KPIs. Set realistic benchmarks. How do your results compare to industry averages or your own past performance?
Compare yourself.
Yeah. And you can even gain a competitive edge by analyzing what successful players in your field are doing. Tools like SEMrush or RFs can essentially act like X-ray glasses for their online strategy. See what keywords they rank for, where their backlinks come from, what ads they're running. Learn from them.
Okay. Lots to track and analyze.
Yeah.
Now, a final crucial area. This digital landscape, as we know, is always changing. Algorithms shift, new platforms emerge. How do we stay current and ensure all our hard-won efforts don't just become obsolete next year?
That's a huge challenge, but the primary strategy is really simple in concept.
Ah,
Cultivate a mindset of continuous learning. You can never just arrive in digital marketing.
always be learning.
Always. Utilize online courses from platforms like Coursera, Udemy, HubSpot Academy. Many offer free or affordable training. Attend workshops, even virtual ones.
Okay.
Follow industry thought leaders on social media. LinkedIn and Twitter are great for this. Join relevant online communities. Think subreddits, specific Facebook groups, maybe forums on Quora. You get real-time insights and discussions there.
Tap into the community.
Definitely. Attending industry conferences and webinars again, many are online, now offers direct access to experts and fantastic networking opportunities. And subscribing to key industry publications and blogs like Marketing Profs, Moz, Search Engine Land ensures a consistent flow of reliable news and analysis directly to you.
Stay informed through multiple channels.
Yes, and always continue to utilize your analytical tools. They don't just measure your past performance, they often highlight emerging trends in user behavior or search queries, and, as we mentioned, they can provide valuable competitor insights too.
Right. The data tells stories about the future, too. And this next insight from the source really seems to change everything for a beginner. The importance of experimentation and adapting. You truly can't be afraid to try new things in this space.
Exactly. That's perhaps the most critical mindset shift.
Yeah.
You must be bold enough to experiment and adapt. Try new concepts, test out new tools, dip your toes into emerging platforms.
Don't be afraid to fail sometimes.
Not only not afraid, but expect it. Take calculated risks, learn quickly from the outcomes, both successes and failures, and adapt your strategy accordingly. The digital world rewards agility and resilience.
Okay.
It's also increasingly important to build a personal brand within your industry, if appropriate. Share your insights, participate in discussions, showcase your expertise. It builds credibility. Make sure to stay tech savvy. Keep an eye on emerging technologies like AI, machine learning, marketing automation tools. Understand how they might impact your work or offer new opportunities.
AI is everywhere now.
It really is. Leverage social media actively for real-time updates on industry news and algorithm changes. Try to plan for changes by anticipating future trends where possible, rather than always reacting. And engage in peer collaboration. Talk to other marketers, share challenges and solutions. You learn so much from your peers.
That collaboration piece sounds valuable.
It really is.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you need to consciously carve out dedicated time for industry research in your regular schedule. It's not something you do when you have time. It needs to be a priority to consistently stay informed and ahead of the curve.
Treat learning as part of the job.
Absolutely. It is part of the job in this field.
Okay, fantastic insights. So what does all of this mean for you, the listener, as you maybe start or continue your internet marketing journey?
I think the key takeaway is this.
Mm.
Remember that the only true constant in this field is change.
Well said.
True success isn't just about mastering the current technique, so that's important. It's really about cultivating a relentless curiosity, a genuine willingness to evolve and adapt.
Yeah. So embrace that continuous learning, embrace experimentation, because this is a dynamic, exciting field, and it's absolutely ripe with opportunity for those who stay engaged, stay curious, and stay adaptable.